What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Abdul Hamid, aka Me the Jersey Slugger, one half of the Toxic Boys here at Philly Jams 95.3. Coming to tell y'all about the sneaker fashion show going down March 26th in Baltimore. That's right, a nice sneaker fashion show going down in Baltimore. They're going to have live performances, a runway fashion walk, food, drinks, sneakers, celebrity guest pop-ups, $200 cash winner for a best sneaker, and a raffle giveaway for a free vacation. That's right, a raffle giveaway for a free vacation. Who wouldn't want to be there? So it's going down March 26th in Baltimore. All the information will be on the flyer, and pay attention to the station. Philly Jams 95.3. We out.
This is a Missy Elliott exclusive.
You ain't never seen Missy in this doing. You ain't never seen. Get it, 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 get it. Back in this Missy hopping out the sunroof. I got about 100 coops, shooters with me, 100 troops. Got 100 bands going ham. We don't give a damn. It go up and down, round and round like a ceiling fan, 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 round like a ceiling fan. Cool up, 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 cool up. Break a sweat, make 'em lose control. Ain't no AC going hard. Tempo 44.
Follow us on Instagram. Better follow me at Philly Jam 95.3 FM.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to The Rebirth. This is Shay Marriott, your host for the night, the host of The Rebirth on Philly Jams 95.3. And joining me is my co-host, Mr.
Eli Isabel in the building, a.k.a. the South got something to say. What's going on, Rebirth? What's up, Shay?
What up, E?
Yo, happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
We made it one more time.
One more again.
All right, we up in here, man.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm so thankful and grateful to be alive.
All right, speak on it.
I am.
Speak on it.
I am. I have to give thanks. I have to give praises to God for waking me up. Absolutely. Because it's not promised, man.
It is not promised.
It is not promised.
It is not promised. Because you could be on that train to the upper room. But thank God you're not. We're glad that you're here, and we're not in this room singing soon and very soon.
Not soon and very
She
soon.
is going to see the king. All right, that's enough. Okay, so hey, Rebirth, Philly Jams 95.3. What's going on? Y'all know how we do. Shay, it is a blessing for you to be here. Can you expound on this? How was your weekend? Did something dramatic happen that made you come out with this off the top?
I know. You know what? Unfortunately, I have heard of another passing of a young lady from back home. And last week, well, you know, I'm a skater. Well, you know, I was a skater back in the day. I still got some.
Can you do it?
I still got some, you know.
You still got it?
Yeah,
Can
some
you
tricks
skate
up my
backwards?
sleeve. Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
That's easy peasy, huh? My bad.
But last week, I was informed that a fellow skater of mine had passed away as well. So, and both of these ladies are very young. So condolences out to that family and to anybody that is suffering a loss right now. We just got to make sure that we stay in contact with people and check on them and all of that. And we got to make sure we handling it. We got to do that self-care.
Absolutely.
Reduce our stress levels. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Agreed.
I had to get back on my routine today.
Okay.
Because, you know, I'm usually, it's either yoga, gym. And I've really been off my routine for a few weeks, and I've been feeling it.
I heard that.
I've been feeling it mentally. I've been drained and just not myself, you know? So when I worked out today, I was like, all right, she back.
Get back on your square.
She back. Yup, I'll be back in there tomorrow morning, too.
Listen, we got to remember, man, to live. We're not just here on this earth to pay bills, to be stressed out, to be worried with bad relationships, and we got to live, man. We get one crack at it, at least as far as I know. I don't know anybody who's left and came back. So as far as as far as I know, this is it. You get this one little short period of time. So people out there, man, live, make the best of every day. Find something positive about every day. Find something to laugh at no matter what. That's how I roll.
Absolutely. Well, when you in a building, it's always something to laugh at, right?
I mean, you know, if
you
you
always
say so.
keep us, you always keep us laughing, so it's all good. Welcome to the Rebirth on Philly Jams 95.3. We have a great show tonight.
Woo!
We
Yes.
have a great show tonight. We have Miss Iman Faith in the building.
She did it, yeah.
Miss Iman Faith is in the building of Womanifest. Womanifest.
Womanifest.
I knew I was going to mess that up.
You got the name right.
I got the
One for
name
two.
right. Womanifest. I cannot wait to speak to this young lady. She's doing some amazing things, and I'm so excited to have her here. She agreed to come on. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
Word.
sisters holding each other down. I mean, it's so important. So before we get into speaking with Miss Iman, we are going to go to right here, right now.
Yes, right here, right now. So for those of you who may not know, Brittany Griner. I'm not sure if you're familiar who Brittany Griner is. Do you have any idea, Shay?
I don't know who she
Brittany
is.
Griner is an all-star center for the Phoenix Mercury in the WNBA. She's
Okay.
about 6'10" tall, and she is very, very nice. But in the off season of the WNBA, she plays over in Russia. And right prior to the start of the,
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
you with me now?
I heard this story. Yeah. My bad.
Well, you act like you ain't heard the story. Some people that might not know. Tosh, you heard the story? All right, thank you, Tosh. Our guest, have you heard the story? Just nod, yay or nay. All right, that's what see. So Shay, the only one in here smart. Anyway, so Brittany Griner, on her way back to the States, she was getting ready to fly back over here from Russia, and she was stopped in the airport. Apparently, she had. Let me get it right. I want to quote this correctly. She had a cartridge with cannabis oil in it, and which is a crime in Russia, and she is looking at 10 years. But here's the crazy part. Weeks went by before anyone even knew she had been detained. It wasn't public. I mean, her family did, but it wasn't public information. It wasn't in the media. As you know, Putin, he controls the media over there. So
Right.
what goes out and what comes in, he kind of dictates that. But yeah, they said she's facing 10 years in prison for this
That's crazy.
this cannabis oil. And I say all that to say, like, when we go to these foreign countries, I mean, I know people like to go places, like, the rules are different over there.
Exactly.
This is a minor thing, but she could end up, that's the end of her career, and who knows how you'll be treated in jail in Russia. There is no, not like here where they try to have people to kind of have checks and balances on the way people, inmates are treated in this country. We don't know how it goes down. I don't want to go to jail in Russia or Mexico, because I heard, it just ain't no love over there. I don't want to go to jail, period. But I definitely don't want to go to jail outside of this country. Let me deal with these folk over here. I feel like I like my chances better. So, man, shout out to Brittany Griner, and I hope she comes home soon. Hey, we'll pray for you, sister. Just you can get that cannabis oil as soon as you touch down. So I'm looking at you kind of like with the side eye, low key, just low key. But anyway,
Some people feel like they gotta carry it with them when they travel, and yeah, I mean, if you don't know the laws and stuff, that can be very dangerous.
obviously so. So here's the thing, though. When you're out of this country because you don't know, you said it right, because you don't know. Why chance that?
Right.
Like,
I
I'm not gonna
agree.
do anything stupid. Stuff I might do over here at the Christiana skating rink, I might not do in Ukraine. I'm
Right.
just saying, you gotta kind of,
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but yeah, prayers to her, man. Hopefully she comes home soon. And let's move on to a more positive note.
Okay, what's that?
So as you all know, Rebirth, we continue to celebrate Black History Month all year round, 12 months out the year, because there's never not a time where we ain't made a difference in this country. So right now I want to talk about Miss Ida B. Wells. Before I talk about Miss Ida B. Wells, Shay, do you know about her? Because I don't want to be repeating stuff that you already know about.
Yes, I know about Ida.
You supposed to say no, Shay.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I don't. My bad.
It's all good. So for the people out there who don't know about Miss Ida B. Wells, she was known as a journalist, a teacher. She was born in 1862, and she passed away in 1931. Wow. Born into slavery during the Civil War, Ida B. Wells became a teacher and later a passionately documented and protested the lynching of African Americans, publishing stories that put her life at risk. She took on segregation head on when she accused a train company in Memphis, Tennessee of unfair treatment. She won the case in local court, but was overturned on the federal level. She toured England as a part of her anti-lynching campaign and was active in civil rights and women's suffrage issues. She was also involved with the founding of the NAACP. Let's hear it from Miss Ida B. Wells.
Wow. Awesome. Thank you for that. Yes.
And we will continue to celebrate women all month, in particular, Black women. No offense to anybody.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is Women's History Month for the March.
For the month of
For the
March.
month of March.
Got some of that cannabis oil.
I am tongue-tied tonight.
Got some of that cannabis oil. didn't
For
you?
them, I have my coconut water. I'm trying to hydrate myself here.
Is there a
So-
Men's History Month?
I don't know. Why don't you Google it?
No, I'm not going to do that right now. We're in the middle of a show with Miss
Okay.
Iman. Iman. Thank you, Shay.
But moving on. Thank you for the right here, right now in the Black History moment. But moving on in celebration of March Women's History Month, I have invited this amazing young lady to be with us today. And I'm very excited. So please welcome Miss Iman Faith to the Rebirth.
Yes. Welcome, sis.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for accepting my invite. I'm just so excited to connect with you. You're doing amazing things. Before we even get into everything, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I wasn't expecting that first.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
Talk to the people.
Okay. I am a nurse. I'm a registered nurse. I'm a mother, sister. I have like a million titles. So one of the reasons why I wanted to start the Womanifest Club was because I had so many titles. I found myself picking and choosing between which ones were important,
Yes.
and which ones were like a requirement. And the things that were becoming a requirement for me wasn't even a priority for me. So I started finding myself doing things that, I don't know, just rearranging my priorities in order to fit needs that I didn't even,
Right.
that weren't even at
Yes.
Does that like?
Yes,
does that make
girl,
sense?
yes.
So that's why.
Yes, because I'm feeling that right now.
So that's like one of the reasons why I wanted to start the Womanifest Club was so I can focus more on who I am and what's important to me, which is being a mom and now being an entrepreneur.
Yes.
And author.
What? Oh, we're going to get to all of
Yeah,
that.
get into all that.
We are going to get to all
A
of
lot
that.
of titles there. A lot of titles.
Yes, yes.
And I
All
wear
right.
them all proudly.
Listen, I'm telling you, we doing it. We are doing it. So please let everybody know, what is Womanifest? Did I get it right? Did I say
You
it right?
said it right. Thank you so
Womanifest.
much.
Yes.
So it's Womanifest. People always mess the name up, so I'm going to say it one more time. Womanifest.
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 I got it
Women
now.
plus manifest. It's about women manifesting everything that you want. Basically removing all limitations from yourself. I believe that we tend to limit ourselves so much, and we feel that we have to understand everything and have so much control over everything that we limit our capabilities. So the Womanifest Club is all about removing those limitations, setting your goals for however big you want them to be, and just going for them. Not worrying about how you're going to get it, not worrying about if you've seen someone else do it before, just believing in yourself and knowing that it's possible, and then going for it.
That is, I mean, I think that is something that every entrepreneur wish that they could do, but there's barriers that they get stuck, right? What are some of the common things that, when you're explaining this to people, what your company is about, what is the common thing that people have that keeps them from not doing that?
Control. Everybody has to have so much control. You feel like you have to, it's just so much. It's just learning to let go of that control, understanding that some things are just for you, and that you don't have to understand everything. Like, I always use the example of when you get on an airplane. Like, you want to fly from here to California. You ask me how an airplane works, I can't tell you how an airplane works, but I know it's going to get me there.
Right.
I believe in it. I'll get in the airplane and know I'm going to go into the air. I'm going to get to California.
Okay.
And it's the same way with your life. Like, you don't have to know how everything is going to work. All you need to do is believe in it. And once you believe in it, that's all you need. I mean, you have proof. When you look into your past, when you look in history, how many times the impossible became possible.
Right.
Like, that should be enough.
Right.
So I think a lot of the barriers we face is placing those personal limitations on ourselves that don't even need to be there.
Right.
So is this part of how is your actual last name Faith, or did you adapt that based upon?
Iman means faith.
All right. School me, man.
Iman means faith.
But it sounds like everything you just said, it does have a lot to do with having faith. Like you don't know how the airplane works, but we have faith that we're gonna get to and
Right.
from.
Look at you connecting
Exactly.
things.
Connecting the dots. Exactly.
Okay, that's dope.
I'm proud of you.
Definitely.
How did you get started?
By accident.
Okay.
So no, I did. I got started by accident. And I knew you were gonna ask me this question, and I wanted it to be perfect, but it's just not gonna be perfect because I had so many reasons why I wanted to do it. Like I said, I'm already a nurse, so caring for people has always been a big thing for me.
Okay.
And I always want to see people do good, and I always want to see other women win, because when other women win, I feel like that motivates other women to do good and inspires. It's like a domino effect.
Right.
And I feel like when women do good, generations do good, communities do good, societies do good. So I wanted to set up a space of successful women that can empower and support each other. So I started it with just my sisters and my friend and my cousins in the living room. We would meet every week, and they would come with their goals. We would set our goals every week, and we would set quarterly goals, yearly goals, and we held each other accountable. You had to show up. We would meet every week, and if you were late, you had to pay. If you didn't,
wow.
if you didn't come up, if you didn't, hit your goals, you had to pay.
Yeah.
Like we had accountability. And when we did it, we saw so much progress. And people that were procrastinating, we held each other accountable, and we got far. And I started looking at my life, even with me graduating. I graduated high school at 16. I was a nurse by, I think, 20.
Wow.
Yeah,
Look at
so
you.
I always been very goal oriented. But I know the only way I was able to do that was because I had my support system. I had my sisters. I didn't do it alone.
Yeah.
Nothing I did alone. Even recently, I did a women's workshop in South Africa. Something that I thought was it was unreal. Like, I didn't even think it was an option for me, honestly, Shay. Like, I didn't think it was an option for me. And I know I couldn't have done that I had Lauren. She's the girl who lives in South Africa. She helped facilitate everything.
Okay.
My sister, she went over there with me. She took it over. I just became the vessel after that.
Yes.
Wow.
That's all I was.
Dope.
But I couldn't have did it without them. So it's that support and sisterhood.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I wanted everyone to have that.
And we have some footage of you doing your thing in South Africa. This way our viewers can get an idea of what you do, and we're going to continue the conversation. We're going to watch a little bit of this footage, and
I
then
might get teary-eyed.
yeah, we're going to continue the conversation. You're listening to The Rebirth on Philly Jams 95.3 FM, and we are speaking to the amazing Iman.
I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light.
I feel like I can actually start now with something in my life, set my boundaries, and it made me feel a bit more confident in myself.
I am not the things my family thinks.
As from today, I must put myself first, self-confidence, give myself love.
I am not the pieces of the
And I just want to thank the Womanifest Club for helping me along the journey and just believing who I am as a woman, and just believing in my abilities to step out and be great.
And I think they need to do more of this movement.
I am light.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Can you walk me through that moment of how that even, I mean, I know you just said you had someone over there that,
How it even happened.
how did that even happen?
How do you connect? Yeah, exactly.
Remove the limitations. Honestly, that's all it was. Like, I set the goal. Okay. Like I said, we would meet. We would set goals for ourselves, yearly goals for ourselves. I literally said in the beginning of the year, in January, on my vision board, I wrote that I wanted to take my journals to South Africa. I didn't, at the time, it sounded crazy. Like, I'm like, it's all the way across the world. Like, yeah, right. But but I still put it down there because I'm like, okay, anything's possible. I'm removing limitations.
Right.
So the opportunity presented itself, And because I was, aware,
Right.
and I was looking for it, I was like, hold on, this might actually work. So, the girl Lauren, she's from Cape Town. She reached out to me on Instagram, and she was talking to me about how much the Womanifest Club had changed her life over there.
Wow.
And I'm like, wow, oh my gosh, I'm really reaching for her. I didn't even know. So I said, okay, well, you want to do something together? And she's like, yeah.
So she started out as a follower?
She started off as a follower.
Wow.
She started off as a follower. And
Wow.
she just wrote me, she sent me a video saying how much the club and my posts and stuff was helping her get through a rough time in her life. So, yeah.
Oh, my
Wow.
goodness.
Was that scary though? When you said, because you said, would you like to do something? Let's collaborate. And she said, yeah. Did you was like, oh snap?
Yeah, I threw the phone. I asked her, and then I threw the phone in the bed. And I ran downstairs, and I was sitting there like, oh my God, what the heck did I just do? But I was proud of myself because I'm like, all right, I'm doing something.
Absolutely. Can I go back to something you said earlier? You were saying that you started this because you want to see other women win, and you want to encourage and motivate each other. And one thing that I do believe that when Black women are well, our children are well, our community is well, and I think it forces men to step up to the plate and be better to be with these women who are doing their thing. So I think what you're doing and bringing other women along, I think it can only manifest into something greater. You know what I mean? I just like, I was listening to you. I was like, that's really dope. Like the whole concept, and and when Black women have their thing together, we're forced to be better for y'all. You know what I mean? So listen, keep going.
Thank you. You know what they say? You increase your network, you increase your net worth.
Right.
So as a community, I feel like we need to increase our network our net worth as a community.
Absolutely.
So we need to improve the network. We shouldn't always have to step outside.
Right.
You're right.
Right.
And we do often because that's what we feel like we have to do for whatever reason. I think we've been conditioned, especially living here in this place, that we can't come together. We don't allow ourselves to come together because there is that crabs in the barrel mentality. But once you break that train of thought, then yes, we can come together and do anything and be great. So yes.
Iman, what is the population? I know you work with women, but is it all women? Is there age?
So it's all, well, lately I've been getting a lot of attention from guys, like men too, like just asking questions and stuff. But it's mainly women.
Okay.
It's for women. And the age group is from, I'll say 18 to 45. So it's a nice gap.
Okay.
Because everybody wants to improve themselves.
Right.
Everybody wants to invest in themselves.
Right.
And I like talking to the younger girls because I feel like start them young.
Absolutely.
Teach them to invest their money. Teach them to start looking into starting businesses, looking into stock, making passive income, things like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
How is it working with women that are older than you, who you feel like, they have this life experience, they've been around, they're 44, 45. What's that like for a younger woman?
I learn from them and they learn from me.
All right.
Yeah, so it's a mutual relationship.
Right.
And that's with everything I do. Even when I do the workshops, the women are they're very grateful for the workshops, and they're like, you empowered me to do this and you inspired me to do that. But they don't even know, every time I do a workshop, they inspire me to do so much more.
Right.
It's like I accomplished something else. So it's like once you remove the roof, it's like initially it's like you're stuck in a box or you're stuck in this house and all you can see is the roof. Once you remove the roof and you go past that and you see the stars, it's like, dang, I could go there too. And then when you get there, now you're looking a little further, you're like, I can do that too.
Wow.
So every time I do something for them, it inspires me to do more, which inspires them to do more. So that's that synergistic effect. That's synergy.
Wow. that's in today's terms, it's called we out here applying pressure.
Applying pressure, exactly.
Word.
So I know that did you have anything like this growing up? I know you said you had your sisters, but how important this would have been for you growing up, to be able to tap into a club like this?
I think it would have been so important. So important because it gives you guidance. You ever have a goal or you have this amazing idea? I feel like so many of us have these amazing ideas, but we just don't know how to move on them.
Right.
You don't know the how-to part, and that not knowing the how-to part would keep you paralyzed for a long time.
Absolutely.
If I had someone that just tell me you don't have to know the how-to, you just have to make a move, and I can show you how.
Yeah.
I would have got so much further, so
Yeah.
much faster. Because I would make moves and like kind of figure it out as I went along, and mess up and then fix it. But like I said, I always had my support system. I always had my sisters. I always had my mom. So I always had that cushion to fall back on, just in case something happened. So I was never afraid to leap because I always knew I had something.
Right.
I always had a security net.
I like when you said you don't have to know the how-to. You just have to just leap.
You just have to leap.
And I think that's where we get stuck in the how-to. How do I do this? How do I
Trying to plan it all out, and you don't have to do all of that.
Right.
Just make a move and see what happens.
And I think oftentimes
that.
we use it as a crutch.
I love that.
I don't know how to do that. So I'm just going to sit over here and I'm going to think about it and talk about it, but I never.
You know, my problem is that even at how, like, if you don't know how to do something, we have so many resources to learn. That is like not an excuse no more.
Right.
You could literally pull out your cell phone and Google how to.
Google University.
You can Google any and everything.
Google University.
So the how-to is starting to be like, all it is an excuse.
Absolutely.
Honestly, it's not about the how-to. It's just scared.
Yep.
So sometimes you just need somebody to walk with you.
And it's, what if I fail? That's most people thought. What if I fail?
But what is failure?
Exactly.
Like, what is it really?
Yeah. I think you fail when you don't try.
Exactly. That's the only time you fail. You failed to try. Because even when you fail, as long as you keep going, you didn't fail, you learn.
Right.
So you just gotta allow yourself to learn. Like I had to learn not to care so much about what people would say or what people would think if I failed.
Right.
Prior to starting the Womanifest Club, I have a nonprofit as well. It's called I'm a Nurse.
Okay.
And with I'm a Nurse, we did in the structure of it. I feel like we made a lot of errors in the beginning, like just setting up the system, because I didn't know how to set up a system for a business. It was just kind of just making moves and seeing where we ended up. But we had no type of system. You can make moves, but you still have to know where you want to be. You need to know how you're going to measure your success.
Right.
So as long as you know where you want to go, then you can figure out how to get there. But if you don't even know where you want to go or where you want to be, you're just going to keep making moves and you're just going to end up in random places. And that's kind of what happened with my last company. Well, I'm a nurse. It's not my last because it's still there. But that's what happened with I'm a nurse. We didn't have a clear vision. We just were doing things, but we didn't even know what we wanted the outcome to be. We didn't know how we was going to measure our success. We didn't know what change we wanted to make. We just wanted to do stuff. And I was telling of a girl that I was working with yesterday, because I do one-on-one coaching calls. I was telling her, like, sometimes it's best when you keep your goals and your visions to yourself until you know where you want to be.
Right.
Until you know how you're going to measure that success. Because when you put it out there prematurely, you start to get that gratification as if you completed something when you never really did.
Right.
You start feeling like you made moves when you never made moves because you never had a way to measure your success to begin with.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you fall short. So we kind of stopped working on that because we kept putting it out there and we kept having all of this praise and stuff. But we never really were doing what we wanted to do, or even what we came to do, because we didn't even know what we wanted to do.
So when people come into your group, is it groups that you do, or do you do one-on-ones? Like, how was that?
Now, lately, I've been doing more one-on-ones. We did like group accountability coaching. We'll do like 30-day group accountability coaching where we will be, it's like hardcore accountability. Like every day, every week, you got to set an action plan. You got to take massive action step every week. You got to do something to step outside your comfort zone. You got to do a money move every week. So we were doing group coaching with that, but now I'm doing more one-on-one.
Okay, wow. Okay. Now, what can people expect to get from Womanifest? Like, is it a set structure or?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so so tell me about that.
Now I'm all about setting up systems. So what you can expect from Womanifest right now is coaching. Is helping people to get clarity on your goals. Because a lot of times I think the first thing that's holding you back is like that clarity. You don't know where you want to be. So that's the first thing you need to tackle. You need to tackle the clarity, making sure your personal goals and your professional goals are actually in alignment, so that you can continue to prioritize your priorities. Like I said, I'm a mother. So nursing is important to me. Nursing is a part of my life, but it wasn't my top priority.
Okay.
So because I didn't make that clear. I wasn't clear on what my goals were and what my priorities were. I found myself spending majority of my time nursing instead of being a mom, when being a mom was that was one of my main goals. So just kind of getting clarity on your goals so you can know, make sure everything is in alignment, make sure you're moving in the right direction.
Right.
And what else can you guys expect from us? Some more workshops, of course.
Okay.
Some self-care workshops and personal investment workshops. We have some more coming up. But mainly I want to work one-on-one. I want to work one-on-one with women. I want to do more sisterhood stuff.
Yeah.
I want to start bringing more women together. I want them to meet each other and network with each other.
Yeah.
And just kind of learn how to support each other and not have that competition. Feel like you got to compete with everybody. Like, no.
Why is that happening though? Why?
And how do you break that barrier?
Exactly.
It's simple. You stay in your lane. Really, stay in your lane. I always tell people, like, do what you do best. Do what you know. Know what you know and do that. Like, I feel like a lot of times you try to step outside of what you know, and I'm going to learn how to do this and I'm going to add this in. It's like that's not even what you do.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I'm not saying that you only can do, I'm not saying that you can't learn more.
Right.
As you learn more, it's like you write down what you know, make a circle around it, and then you work within that area.
Perfect that.
Yeah. As you learn more, then you can begin to expand that circle. But don't work outside of that circle.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people work outside of their circle. Now you stepping in the lanes that don't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where that competition comes in. It's like you can't compete with me when I'm doing what I'm good at.
Right.
Because I have like an unfair advantage in that area.
Exactly.
So it's no competition. You can do what I do, but your people work for you, mine is for me. My success is for me, yours is for you. It's no competition.
Yep.
It's too much money to be made.
It is. It is.
Message.
I mean, it's so true because, you know, we have a lot of women out here that are, you know, working in this sisterhood, and we all have different things to bring to the table. Maybe some of the things we're doing are the same, you know, but the unique part is you're you, I'm me. Right, so there's something that I know I'm bringing. There's something that you're bringing, and it could be similar, you know, but it's enough.
It's enough.
It's enough. You know, it's enough. We don't have to compete, and that's the problem in our sisterhood. We tend to compete, and we don't support each other.
Yeah, it's not a competition. It's a resource.
Yeah.
If anything, it's a resource.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I'm doing what you're doing, and I might be further than you, I'm a resource for you.
Right.
I can help you. And I'm sure it's things that you can help me with. Even if you're not where I am yet, I'm sure it's certain things that you can help me with.
Yep.
So it's all about that.
Yeah.
And if you have the ability to shift that mentality, I definitely applaud you. Because that is, you know, that's everything right there.
It is.
You know what I mean? Let's celebrate you and learn from you, and then I get it, then I pass it back. Like
exactly.
That's how you build that generational wealth.
Absolutely.
Now you said the men had some questions. What y'all want to know?
Let me give you a typical man question since they put me on the spot. So now everything about you, and I'm sure the women in your organization says leader. This is what we do. I lead, I guide. So when it comes to relationships, how do you turn that off and be the woman in the relationship? The woman, I ain't gonna say one man, the woman in the relationship. You know what I mean? How do you turn that off? What you giving us right now?
Okay.
How do you turn that off?
I don't feel like I have to turn it off. I don't turn it off. Like I said, I think I know. Like I said, I have no limitations. I don't limit myself.
Okay.
I call it your crowns and your currencies. You can do both. I can be.
Crowns and your currencies.
It's your crowns. You gotta claim. Really gotta claim
dropping
your
all
crowns.
kind of nuggets.
You gotta claim your crowns and your currencies. Like I can be a mom and I can be a wife and I can still make my money.
Right.
Yes.
Like I don't have to pick and choose. Like I'm not gonna pick and choose. Like so I don't have to step down for you to step up. That type of thing.
That wasn't for me personally.
I like
I'm
that.
giving a typical man.
I like that.
So even a typical man. For me, right now.
Because there's a dude listening right now saying, I could never date her. You know what I'm saying? Based upon everything you've given us, which is all positive.
Exactly. But listen, right? I don't want it to sound intimidating. Because ultimately, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I stay home with my kids. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I make money from home.
Wow.
But you know what I'm saying? I homeschool my daughter and I have an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Oh, wow.
And I homeschool them both. So Yeah, it's like
You're busy.
I'm busy.
You're
And in
busy.
the midst of it, I'm working on my business and doing other things. So I knew what was important to me.
Right.
Like I said, my children are important to me. Raising my children are important to me. Like when I say generational wealth, that's more than just money. You got to put time in it too.
Yeah.
And I feel like right now, we live in a society where, honestly, you need money. You got to buy back your time. I feel like we already set up because we didn't have that generational wealth growing up. So now we're in a situation where we have to buy back our time.
Exactly.
So the only way to buy back your time is to make money.
Right.
So if I'm going to be home with my kids and I need that time, I also need to be making money. So I'm still that mom. You know, I'm still that house. I'm still that house chick. Like I still can play that role, but I'm still gonna make my bread. And then like I'm still gonna do.
Oh, we want you to do that now.
You get what I'm saying?
I feel you though.
So
I feel you.
it's like I don't want anybody to.
You're not gonna limit yourself for the sake of.
No,
I
like
got
you still do you, and I'm gonna support you too.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do me. You support me.
You know, I have to say, I enjoy. I know this is off topic, off topic, but I really enjoy your TikTok videos with your kids. Oh my God, they're so cute. They are so cute.
It's because I get DMs like, you are such a good mom. And I be like, oh, y'all do not know. Like, don't let Instagram fool y'all. That 4-year-old, that 4-year-old, he's a whole nother, I don't know if it's the boy
He's
or
the one that was
second
jumping
child
up and down the couch.
and killing his sister in the background, Spider-Man. Yeah.
It's so cute.
I just didn't want
so
women
cute.
to think like that I got it all together because I don't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Right, exactly. And we all are, you know?
Exactly.
And I think that when you're able to share that and be very transparent, it helps other women connect.
Absolutely.
Excuse me. You know, of course, I'm a therapist, right? And I think my connection is through the ability to relate. You know, the clients relate because I'm okay with disclosing certain things. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm your therapist, but I'm also human, and I go through things as well. You know, so sometimes people want to know that it's okay. You know, like I don't have to have it all together. Nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect. All of us is trying to, do better each day. At least that's what I hope we're trying to do. You know, some people are just stuck, but again, it's a choice. You should want to do better than the day before.
Exactly.
You know? So, all right. Well, you are listening to The Rebirth on Philly Jams 95.3. Hey, guys, if you have a comment or if you would like to call up and speak to Miss Iman, please give us a call at 267-908-3166. Again, that's 267-908-3166. We're going to go to break. We'll be back.
Hey guys, it's your girl, Shay Marriott, the host of The Rebirth Show. I want to give you a look behind the scenes where we have so much fun here on The Rebirth Show. We come to you every Monday night at 7 p.m. and we bring their energy. We're just not showing you on the radio, but we're also showing you behind scenes. We're family here. If you would like to be a guest of The Rebirth Show, make sure you hit me at info@rebirthu.com.
And it is Monday, man. These weekends be going by quick.
I know. Who was the genius that said we work 5 days and be off 2? Who was that fool?
Probably was a man.
Wow, a clear one.
Where Eli at? Y'all gotta do your steak. Y'all gotta do your steak. Backwards. You gotta get this. Girl.
Every 3 seconds, a woman is murdered by an intimate partner due to domestic violence. A damaged self-worth, distorted thoughts, and fear can keep a woman trapped. It's time to renew. 50% of marriages end in divorce. Loss of identity, security, and financial instability can cause a person to grieve a relationship as if they are grieving death. It's time to rebuild. Only 10% of Americans dealing with addiction receive treatment. More than 20% of Americans with anxiety disorder also suffer from a drug use disorder. People addicted to prescription drugs are 40 times more likely to become addicted to heroin. It's time to restore. Life happens to all of us, no matter race, gender, or age. You will be challenged to rediscover who you are meant to be, and what purpose you are meant to serve. Starting over after a life crisis, 12-step online course will help you rebuild, restore, renew, and rebirth the new version of yourself. It's never too late to start over and rewrite your story. Sometimes we have to die a little inside in order to be reborn. The rebirth.